Thank you, Tony. Breaking news. Ballard's liquor and entertainment licenses are suspended for 14 days. Block Island's licensing board voted on that just before 11 p.m.
The vote came after a pair of fights on August 8th, one at Ballard's during Reggae Fest and one on the ferry back to Point Judith. A total of 8 people were arrested. The hours-long meeting is still going on. Several witnesses were called who were at Ballard's that day, who described what they saw and were questioned by attorneys for the resort and the town.
New Shoreham's acting police chief was one of them. 12 News reporter Amanda Pitts joins us now with how he described the scene. Amanda?
Brown State Police Captain Peter Shabbat described the scene that day as extremely chaotic and tumultuous. He said there was a mass exodus after that music festival where thousands of people congregated here, pushing onto the ferry, overwhelming Ballard security. Even local and state police, he said, were outnumbered. Ballard's Beach Resort going before town leaders, defending their liquor and entertainment license following the events of August 8th.
Had you had any serious incidents at the prior Reggae Fests?
There's never been a problem in the past 6 years.
This fight broke out at Reggae Fest, resulting in 1 arrest. And later that night, another fight broke out on the ferry, resulting in 7 arrests.
But I would estimate that there was 3,000 to 4,000 people within that facility.
Acting New Shoreham Police Chief Rhode Island State Police Captain Peter Shabbat was the first witness to go before the Board of Licensing Commissioners. He said security guards at Ballard's were overwhelmed. Some patrons were jumping fences to get in, and there was a mass exodus to the ferries when Reggae Fest was over.
Extremely chaotic, tumultuous. There were several altercations in the lines.
Videos of those altercations were played, and state and local police, along with patrons at Ballard's, recounted their experiences.
I don't even remember hearing reggae music that day.
The owner of Ballard, Stephen Philippi, also testified. He said they barely advertised the event, and when he heard the ferries were packed, it worried him. He claims he tried to stop people from entering, but Captain Shabbat said he had to accept them and could divert them to the beach.
He specifically said, check them in slowly. Check them in slowly so Ballard's wouldn't get crushed by the amount of people going in, and that they could use the South Beach.
He also said he hired additional security. State police assigned 4 additional troopers to the island that day too, but it was no match for the crowd. Police so outnumbered, the last 2 ferries, added because of overcrowding, where one of the fights took place, had no troopers on board.
As we had troopers going on each ferry that would leave. The last 2 ferries, we didn't have the manpower to send anybody on. So we had a total of 6 officers, the last 2 ferries, in line with over 1,000 individuals.
Now, Ballard's was set to have another music festival this past weekend, the last of the summer, but it was canceled. To watch that full hearing, head to our website, WPRI.com. On Block Island, I'm Amanda Pitts, 12 News.